like this. Hit it.
The Roger Report live morning show, weekdays at 9 a.m.
Say y'all, I was on Roger's panel a few times and I couldn't take it. The heat. I got out the kitchen. It was hot. I was sweating. I had to get out.
He's Roger, and he's right.
Check this out.
We can live or die. You choose. I have spoken to you a lot of times in hatred and anger, and you have not heard me. Well, you had better hear me today. If you won't listen to me when I make an appeal for the Negroes because you have no concern for the Negroes, listen to me when I make an appeal for America. You claim you love America. Well, we love America. But you are driving us back and you are making a Samson out of us, and we are going to pull down the pillar. And then you think we have no right to ask for something? Is it too much to ask you to grant us human dignity? Should we be put down and shot to death for this request? If so, you can aim your guns. What the hell do you think we care about dying if you're going to deny us the right to live?
Good morning, folks, and welcome to another edition of the Roger Report Live, the best show on social media. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and take a moment out to hit that like button, because this is where you're going to find the best content on social media, and you don't have to worry about it because you're going to have me right here to make sure that happens. And if you've already been coming to the channel for a while, then go ahead and hit that like button, because you already know what time it is, and you know that this is where you're going to get the best content on social media. It's not a mystery to you at this point. You've seen other people do it. You've even seen some people do it well. What you have not seen is anyone do it quite the way I do it. So make sure you hit that like button. And everyone, yes, everyone, take a moment out to share the content, y'all. There are so many people who need to get great content like this, and it's just a small thing you can do to help the world be a better place. And isn't that what we want at the end of the day? Don't we want the world to be a better place? Of course we do. So share the content out. Share it through your social media. Share it through word of mouth, or even text someone's phone. But do what you got to do to help spread the word. All right, folks, today we are back with another fantastic episode. It's going to be very interesting in here, I'm sure. Because that's what we do around here, the interesting stuff. We that's what we do. Okay, this should be another one. We are going to be dealing with, y'all, jury duty. Okay. and this I'm thinking will be a new series we're gonna do on this particular channel. We're gonna do jury duty from time to time, and we're gonna have this particular case is a man who's being charged with abandoning children, y'all. This particular case is a man being charged with abandoning his children. Okay. Now, before we go too far into this, let me say real quickly, shout out to everybody who come through on a regular basis, because y'all do make up the fam around here, and I appreciate y'all big time. Real talk. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to the people who leave comments after the stream. You know, all that type of stuff helps with the algorithm, helps grow the channel, so I definitely appreciate it. Shout out to all the people who hype me up every chance they get. Now, I know you can't hype people up every single time, but every time you get a time, it's a good time to hype up this channel, and I appreciate everybody who does it, and that's real talk. And shout out to all the people who hit that like button, y'all, whether you saw it when it was live, whether you caught it on the replay. Maybe you got it, 6 months ago, whatever the case is. Always remember to hit that like button. It's never a bad time to hit that like button. Again, it's to help the channel grow. So I appreciate all that. And I also want to say, shout out to the people who, take the time out to give a little financial help to the channel, the financial support. I appreciate it big time. I appreciate it big time. And none of you are not important. That's just real talk. All money on the wood is good at the Roger Report Live, and that's just real talk. And y'all, I'm going to make the sponsor of today's stream our new main man. Bronk is the sponsor of today's stream. And I got to say, shout out to Bronk. Bronk came through over the weekend. Okay. Yes, y'all. The Roger Report Live, we take money all the time over here. So shout out to Bronk, who, said for great content. And I appreciate it, brother. He hit me. What was that? Friday evening, dropped $20 on it, y'all. Shout out to Bronk for that. Appreciate you big time. So I decided to make Bronk the sponsor of today's stream, y'all. And again, a new series. We're gonna see how it goes. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a new series. We're gonna see how this goes. We are gonna be dealing with a man charged with abandoning children. All right, y'all. Now, there's a link in the description. If you don't know, sometimes there's links in the description. You always want to check before the show starts. And there was this gentleman, okay, who his story was told. Now, the channel I got it from is a gentleman who tells the different stories, about things that have gone on. And this is a story about a guy named Travis and some lady named Lauren. Lawrence is a divorcee, okay? But Lauren had 3 kids, okay? She had Mason, Brianna, and Evan, according to the information we have. Now, of course, we're just taking all the information that was presented as facts because, we can't really dig into what's going on. This is the information we supplied with, so we're going to take them all as facts. All right? And what we are going to do, y'all, we're going to argue this case from both sides. So when people are ready to come up, we're going to need some volunteers to argue from both sides, okay? Oh, you know what? Let me say this real quick before I get going, y'all. I got to get some shots to some of the first people to check in this morning. I didn't even do that. Where's my head? And y'all know how it goes around here when you get... And you know what? It actually comes to my attention, y'all. Some of y'all don't know how it go around here. Y'all, when I put the stream up, if you creep in too early, your Highlander ain't gonna show. I know some of y'all been trying to be Highlander and it ain't showed. Okay, I don't control that part, y'all. If you come too early, it ain't gonna work. You come too late, somebody gonna beat you. You got to thread the needle. You got to learn how to thread the needle. And guess what, y'all? Anybody can thread the needle. Anybody can. It's on you, okay? I do what I can, but it's on you. Now, I got to say, shout out to a brother who knew how to make it happen. See, that's why he's somebody around here. He know how to make something happen. So shout out to Chef Mike's Roundtable. He is the Highlander of today's stream. Shout out to him, the pit master himself. Shout out to the pit master and shout out to the pit crew. And I see somebody else coming up backstage. Anybody wants to come, can come, y'all. It's a good time to come, okay? Because we about to get something really big going. All right, so shout out to Chef Mike's Roundtable for being the Highlander of today's stream. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Shout out to Mr. Trail Bentley is in the house representing as he always does. Long live the habitual line steppers. Hashtag Negroes in the wilderness. Hashtag dignity over vagina. Hashtag Al Gore's babies. Hashtag Hell Hydra. Shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to you. Ton of runners in the house. Great to see you. Great to see you. The Great Black Reset is here. What's good? What's good? Inspired Truth Broadcast. What's happening, my brother? Jerome Payne is in the house. Great to see you. Great to see you. Floyd Thompson is at the cool table. Yay, yay. The sponsor of today's stream, Bronk, is in the building. Great to have you, brother. Great to have you. Afro Merchant, what's up, man? Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Emerald Ed 72, what's good, my brother? Glad to have you here. Bucket is also in the building. Great to have you. Great to have you, y'all. Now, the Great Black Reset has come up, so I'm gonna bring them to the stage real quick, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what we gonna be doing today, y'all. I'm gonna let him pick which side he want to take, y'all. All right, we are going to argue whether this man has he actually abandoned the children, or should his case be dismissed, y'all? Because you know what? There's always a court of public opinion. Okay, things can go a certain way, but there's always a court of public opinion. So we're going to see, are we going to let this man off the hook for abandoning these kids because that's what he's charged with? Or do we believe this is ridiculous? Now, again, what was presented in the link, we're going to take all that as fact. All right? And I'm going to allow any newly entered facts as long as they're reasonable facts, okay? Because we don't know the man's whole story. We don't know the woman's whole story. We don't know the kid's whole story. So anything that can be entered as a reasonable fact, I'm going to let you have at it because we're going to have a little bit of fun with it too. We're going to have a little bit of fun, okay? So shout out to Great Black Reset for coming up. Great Black Reset, this is what's going on. We got some facts out here, brother. We got some facts. We got a story of what happened to a gentleman named Travis, his lovely wife for a moment named Lauren. Well, it was a few years. I think he said 7 years. And 3 beautiful children, Mason, Brianna, and Evan. Okay. Now he's being charged with abandoning these children. But we hear, as the story went, that he did have some things that's going on with the children. Now I'm gonna ask you, brother. I'm gonna let you have it first. Do you want to argue for he abandoned the children, or do you want to argue that he did not abandon the children? Because I'm gonna take the opposite one. I'm good either way.
I'm here to prosecute this Negro today. I'm here for a good argument today. I'm arguing with everybody. I am challenging Chef Mike to put me off the panel today. I'm cutting the host off today. I'm not letting the Ivy Leaguers talk. Even Uru ain't gonna get a word in today. I am coming up here out of order all day long. So since I'm out of order, I am going to argue for this ridiculousness. I'm prosecuting this Negro today. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, so you're going to take the approach that he abandoned the children. Okay, cool.
Yeah. You're going to need Chef Mike to cheat for you to win this case.
I said it done got personal. Down in the chat, done got personal. Okay. That's cool. Well, if that's the approach you're going to take, I'm going to take the opposite. So I'm going to say that he did not abandon these children. Now, this should be very interesting. Like I said, brother, any new facts you want to enter in the case is fine, but they have to be extremely reasonable. They must be extremely reasonable. Okay? So I'm going to let you have at it, brother. You believe this man at least, y'all, I ain't saying nobody really believe this stuff, but for show purposes, you believe this man abandoned these children. You got it, my brother.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Make a case. Make a case.
Yeah. I don't even want you to finish. I'm going to cut you off right now. I don't even want you to finish. This Negro has abandoned his family. This is the case I'm going to present today to the juries here in this court. This Negro for 7 years has been paying bills as he should. He has been taking care of this family. He knew this woman had 3 kids when he first got there. And look, they weren't even small kids. They 14, 15, and 16 years old. So he wasn't really doing nothing. They self-sufficient. They can cook. They can feed themselves. So he really was getting a free ride. And then he had a woman that he didn't even have to worry about getting pregnant. He just having all kind of fun with no responsibilities. And he don't want to pay a couple of bills. Just what he complaining about. See, you Negroes all the way back to Empire Strikes Back. You find out that the Negro is your father, and the first thing he want to do is abandon the children when they was born. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been doing this since Darth Vader. You Negroes ain't shit, man. You Negroes ain't shit. I understand why these good black queens want them a white king. Because you Negroes just won't step up to the plate and do what you got to do. So once you find out she couldn't have no kids, nigga, that mean you ain't gonna get no child support. You know what I'm saying? You niggas always complain about going to child support and getting divorced and having to give up 50% of your assets and stuff. You ain't got to worry about that. But no, you want to go out there and go get another woman pregnant. That's what you niggas do. That's what you niggas do. This nigga's guilty, guilty, guilty. I rest my case.
All right, well, let's not rest any cases so early into the show. Now, shout out to Bronk. I seen Bronk actually coming up. The sponsor of today's stream is here. He's in the building. He's actually stepping on stage. Bronk, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Okay, Bronk, you on mute, brother. You on mute. But I'm gonna tell you this, Bronk. We're doing something a little different today. Okay, we persecuting this man, or we're gonna, save this man. He's on trial for abandoning his children. Now, you're going to have to take a side. You want to take the side that he abandoned the children, or you want to take the side that he did not abandon the children?
I'm going to come up here and defend this man. I was going to wait a little bit before I jumped in, but I saw Black Reset jump up here, and I had to stop him, man. I had to stop before he got started.
I said in the chat, Bronca, see what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about?
I knew he was going to come up here on that BS today, man, so I'm going to come in here and defend the guy, man. First and foremost, these ain't even his kids. These ain't even his kids, man. These are the woman and Nathan's kids. So anything that this man is doing for this woman right now is just basically charity. Okay? I'm sorry that the wife, the kids, or the who was going to be the wife and the kids fumbled the bag. They had this good man come along and kind of pick up everything that the previous man kind of didn't want, and he made it his own. And I see it as a case of lack of appreciation for a man who came in and picked up a responsibility that wasn't his. So if we're going to put anybody on the stand, we need to be putting Nathan and the mother on the stand. Because it doesn't seem like either of them, who are the biological parents, have any interest in taking care of their own kids. And none of them are grateful for the charity that they are receiving. So this is a situation in which I believe this brother, he just realized that he dropped his crown. And he's now picking up his crown, and he's going where he's appreciated. Now he has a new woman. He's going to be married in 3 months. And he's probably about to have that kid that he's on. A kid of his own. So I'm going to tell you, Keisha and Nathan, y'all need to get it together. Y'all need to take care of y'all kids. And this man here, Your Honor, he's in it.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor. Nigga, you can't start simping and simp for 7 years. See, this woman has an expected lifestyle now. You've been simping for 7 years. You don't just walk out of simping. You don't just do that.
All right, well, I'll have to tell you to hold on. We have another gentleman here. Brother, we doing something a little different today. Okay, this is going to be a new series, I believe. His name is It's About to Be Real. All right, you have to take a side, brother. We're prosecuting this man. He did abandon these children, or we're saying he didn't abandon these children. What side are you going to take, sir?
Do I still get 2 minutes or no?
Sure.
I'm definitely cutting this nigga off. Definitely cutting this nigga off. He coming in here with the foolishness. I hear it already.
Right,
Not only can you give your 2-minute opening statement, you will be allowed to give alternative facts as long as they are reasonable alternative facts to the case. They have to be reasonable.
I'm a reasonable motherfucker.
Okay, but before you start, shout out to FLX, brother. Appreciate you. He say, forget them kids. Uh, don't like it. Purchase bunk beds and shelter them. She's waiting on you. Shout out to FLX. I guess he's making it known which side he's taking. All right. Well, go ahead, my brother. You got 3 minutes technically because you the Ivy Leaguer, so you got 3 minutes. But do what you do.
Yeah. Okay. So, first shout out to everyone. No, I'm sorry. Evening to the judge and the opposing counsel. When I first video clip, lightning striked and the thunder rolled, and I fell to my knees and said, "My God, why have you forsaken our people?" And God said, "Hot sauce, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. You need to go out here and tell these niggas the truth." So that's what I'm going to do today, Your Honor. Now, people in the chat, if you with me, say that ain't right. How many of you niggas been working 2 or 4 jobs and still can't afford a PlayStation? But this nigga went and brought PlayStations for motherfuckers who ain't even his seed. That ain't right. How many of y'all trying to get pregnant and this nigga shooting up the club for 4 years and still thinking that she can't get pregnant? Say that ain't right in the chat. If you been dating, if you been trying to stay away from single moms the best you can, even when you see those thick thighs, those voluptuous breasts, and those nipples that play peekaboo while you looking at them, but she got babies. But here he is, rushing straight through them. Put in the chat, that ain't right. This nigga is not only guilty, I want to charge this motherfucker with treason, abandoning his manhood, on top of, well, I can't, as much as I want to charge this nigga for guilty, because he deserves it, because this nigga is a disease, but I gotta say, he's innocent.
This is crazy. Objection, Your Honor. Objection. My client came to the strip club and got naked for this nigga. Got naked. She already was doing him a favor by doing that right there. He saw the thick thighs, the thunder thighs. He saw the raptor claws. He saw all of this. He saw the spider legs on her eyes, and he said, "I got to have it."
Your Honor, Travis is an idiot, and he knew it because he couldn't help his kids with high school math because he knew he was an idiot because he thought they were family. And the oldest boy had to tell him, "Nigga, you ain't my dad. We don't share the same DNA." Last time I checked, you have to have DNA. And see, this is the thing right here. How many niggas are on child support, raising kids that's not even theirs, but they think it? And this nigga over here running into a burning building. You know what? He's guilty.
That nigga got to go down.
Come on,
That's what I'm trying to tell you. He got to go down. He got to go down. No,
Your Honor. My client is not on trial here. My client is not on trial here for being a simp. Okay, that's not why he's on trial. My client is on trial for the claim that he has abandoned his family. Can we please keep the matter about my client abandoning the family?
That's exactly what it's gonna stay. That's exactly what it's gonna stay. And I'm gonna say, it's about to be real. Hey, brother, you got to pick a side now. You
Okay.
got to pick a side.
I'm gonna pick a side. Not only is his client guilty, that nigga guilty too. Plymouth Rock didn't land on us. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. So not only is this nigga guilty, the lawyer guilty too. How about that? This whole goddamn courtroom is.
Amen. Amen. The nigga is lying. You need to hold him in contempt of court. He said he was trying to have a baby for 4 years. We all don't shot the club up. We all don't shot the club up. Every time you shoot the club up, you're nervous.
You gotta be
You
guilty.
thinking,
God.
damn.
You gotta be guilty. You gotta be guilty.
You mean to tell me you shot the club up for 4 years straight and you had to have a child tell you she couldn't have a baby? That's outright lying. Lock that nigga up right now.
Lock him up. Click.
Hey, we interesting, but we are taking all information as facts that were presented in the case. We're taking all information. So if the child told him that his mama can't have no more kids, and the child told him his mama can't have no more kids, it's on the record. It's a thing. Deal with it, okay? All right. Then I guess I'm gonna take the opposite side since Bronco up here by itself for at least for right now.
Oh, you like losing? Okay, I understand.
No, I don't like losing. I don't like losing at all. But I am gonna have to say it's an interesting set of circumstances. He's a smart man. I believe he said he was an engineer. Not only did he marry that woman, he knew she had 3 children when he married her. So I'm going to say this is a kind man, a loving man, a man with good intentions, especially about the community as a whole. And she already had one failed marriage, and he even looked past that.
Mm-hmm.
So this would now be her second failed marriage. I think the issue is her. I don't think he can truly abandon the children because I don't think the children ever accepted that they were his children. And I think that has something to do with her. I'm just saying.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, that's you motherfuckers in the chat room. First of all, it's on good record that when you're loving and caring, you enable black women to have sex with random men, have babies with random men, because there's a Travis always coming behind them. We got to get this nigga. We have to nip this type of behavior in the bud. Now, Donald Trump called me yesterday after a CIA investigation and told me that Travis and this girl used to know each other back in the day, 16 years ago. So, the oldest kid really is this kid by blood. You just don't know it. But
that's
what
why
they say, ignorance is not
that's why
defensible by the law.
That's where all the resentment come from. That's the real resentment. Nigga, you been gone for 7 years. That's the real resentment.
Your Honor.
Look.
Your Honor.
We don't have any information leading to the child belong to someone else.
Donald Trump told me on the UPenn email.
Hey, I do understand that, but we did say reasonable facts. And even if Donald Trump told you out his own mouth, at the end of the day, no information was presented to the court. There's no DNA test to substantiate that claim.
On the CIA, I told you the CIA. We ain't believing the CIA now?
Unfortunately, no paperwork was given to the court to substantiate that claim. Right now, it's just a rumor.
I tell you what, Bills.
Great reset. Did you see the paperwork?
Listen, I saw the paperwork. All right, for sure. Hey, I know what paperwork we got. We got the mortgage, we got the lights, we got the water, we got the gas, we got the car notes, we got the car insurance. Even himself, he spoke himself. He testified and said, "I've been paying everything." You can't just stop paying everything just like that.
Your Honor.
Go ahead, bro.
I want to make the case that the claimant or the plaintiff swindled this man. I want to say that she saw this man coming from a mile away. that she was able to recognize his kind ways, his loving patterns. And she saw a man that just wanted to help. And she said, "Why don't you come over here and help me with my 3 kids?" And he did that. I believe that she gave him that thing between her legs, and he didn't know what to do with himself after that. He was hooked. And he started taking care of them kids, buying them PlayStations, Nintendo Switches, whatever they wanted, paying for the dance classes. I mean, she was throwing it back on him, Your Honor, like he never had it thrown back on him before. And she was able to take advantage of my client.
Well, I'm gonna say there's nothing wrong with the woman throwing it back on the man. I got to, put that out there. If that's what she wants to do, you know what I'm saying? Who am I to tell her she can't throw it back on the man? But does that have anything to do with him truly abandoning children is the question. And I don't know if her throwing it back helps anything when it comes to abandoning children. So now, he had to abandon probably some great sex to also leave his children alone.
Well, Your Honor, how can you abandon a home that you were never welcome into in the first place?
It's the prosecution turn, buddy. It's the prosecution turn. So, Your Honor, what the opposing counsel doesn't understand is this: you don't need to be a blood relative to be abandoned. For example, if you're a babysitter and you left a child that you were in charge of unsupervised, you abandoned them. When a teacher walks out of the classroom with 30 kids that has no DNA relationship with them, right? She abandoned her post. She abandoned her duty. She abandoned her responsibility. So this nigga just walks out on them and abandoned him. And even now that he's remarried, his new baby mama said, "You abandoned those kids." Everybody understands that.
And he's still coming back to hit it every other weekend. Did he tell you that? Did he tell you that?
Reasonable facts.
That is reasonable facts. What I just said was reasonable.
Look, you entered some very good information to look at, but I'm gonna say if he's still going back to hit it once in a while, technically that has no bearing on whether he abandoned the children or not. Because even if he came back to get some, if he ain't helping them kids, technically that activity has nothing to do with if he abandoned those children or not. I'm just saying.
But see, Your Honor, this is what you're missing. If he can come back to skeet in her mouth, he can come back to pay for math classes.
Your Honor, Trump don't cut the food stamps. He don't cut Section 8. You know what I'm saying? We having trouble getting the paperwork to go through. Somebody got to pay for these kids. Somebody got to pay for these hoes. And it's going to be him.
And Coochie stinks sometimes.
All right. Well, Black Rule, if you caught this from the beginning, I don't know if you caught it from the beginning or not. We trying something different. We're arguing a case of whether this man abandoned these children or not. So, sir, I'm going to ask you to take a side. Either you're going to prosecute the man and say he abandoned these children, or defend the man and say he did not abandon these children based on the facts that was given to the court, based on the link, and I'm going to allow any reasonable facts. If you can come up with a fact that's reasonable, we'll accept it. But it has to be a reasonable fact. But we appreciate you being here. Which side would you like to take, sir? Which side would you like to take?
Thanks for having me, Roger. I hope you and the gentlemen on the panel, folks in the public chat, are doing well. Let me preface my, side by saying you're going to have to start maybe issuing some help advisories for some of your shows. Because, man, as I was listening to that dude, I could barely hold down my breakfast, man. I mean, that was some of the worst example of simp sucker shit I've ever heard in my entire lifetime. And I've seen a lot of simp sucker shit over these 65 years.
Praise
But
God.
I mean, that was horrible. That was horrible. And honestly, as I was listening to that, I started out initially empathetic, but the more I listened to it, the more I wanted to punch him in his fucking face for being such a damn pussy.
You
I mean,
know
it's
that
just
nigga.
awful hearing what that man allow himself to do and subjugated himself to. So I mean, that was just horrible. Now, my opinion on the side, I mean, to me, it's very easy. Fuck them kids. Uh, you know, fuck them kids, man. Why does he have any obligation at all to any of them children? He never should have done any of what he was doing to begin with. So the only thing I could recommend he do is to stop doing all of it. I don't care what sneaking around he doing with the mother. Probably not a good idea. But regardless of that, he don't owe those kids shit. Nothing. Zero. Nada. I'm not talking to him. I'm not saying hi to him. If I see him, I'm pretending like I don't see him. Fuck them kids. So no, I'm
Wait a minute.
firmly in the camp
Hold
of fuck them kids, all of them.
Objection.
Tell their daddy to come see about it.
Wait, you're interrupting
Objection.
him. Like Reese said, you can't
Objection. Objection, Your Honor. This nigga don't know what he's talking about.
interrupt open speech, bro.
It sounded
I
pretty
got
clear
to
to me.
object.
He sounded pretty clear to me. Now I'm gonna say in the future, y'all, I'm gonna try to let y'all. Well, any show that y'all see with the title "Jury Duty" on it, because I think I'm gonna run with that as a title for now. Y'all will know it's gonna be where you're gonna pick a side and argue the situation. So I think Black Rule kind of made it clear that he's on the side that he did not abandon these children. So we have Bronk and Black Rule who are arguing he did not abandon
They were
these
never
children.
his to abandon. They were never his to abandon. He didn't adopt them.
Thank you.
I mean, obviously, there's no legal bound to those children. Obviously, there was no love bound to those children, for whatever that's worth. So why would he at all be obligated to see after those children? To me, them children are dead. If I'm him,
Objection.
they're dead.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor. I recall this is not a credible witness, Your Honor. I'm gonna tell you why. I recall this same witness talking to Roger Report Live and explaining to him you can't just abandon your family. You understand me? We have a contract. Me, her, and the state. That's a contract. So just do your part. You supposed to take care of this
They were
family.
never his family.
There is a
They were
major
never
difference.
his family.
Yeah.
They were never his
There,
family.
No. The state say he got to pay for 7 years. He don't took care of his family. You can't just walk away from your family and say, I ain't paying nothing. We've been talking about this for months. You can't just do that.
what legally makes these kids his responsibility?
Because he took care of them for 7 years. They lived in his domicile for 7 years. 7 years in most states is common law marriage. Not only to admit they actually legally did get married.
Did
So
he legally adopt the children?
nine
Did he
tenths,
legally adopt the children?
They came as a package deal. These hoes been telling you that for years.
Came as a package deal. Came as a package deal.
What does the law say? Does the
So
law
hold
say
on,
that
hold
the
on, hold on.
kids are a package deal?
No. The point of the matter is, well, the law talks about you know what you have been doing over a period of time, and he has taken them in as he has for 7 years taken them in as father and son. He told you that himself.
That is judge activist. That's activism from the court. That should not be allowed. The legislature of your state and the legislature of your country is supposed to write and authorize the law, not the judges. The judges are supposed to enforce the law. So now,
Well,
what particular law, what particular state law says that because he was with that woman for some period of time, married or not, he is legally required by state or federal law to take care of those children into their majority age?
okay, so
What
then
statutory law are we citing here?
okay, I have an answer for you. So, because we know that nigga is a Chicagoan because that's what Chicago people do. Um, so then my question to you, Attorney Uru, is that what is the statute? You're telling me it is. What's the statute?
There is no statute. I
You want
asked that
proof?
question because I know the answer to that question. Like a good attorney, I asked the question because I know the damn answer to that question. And there is no state law, Illinois law, that requires that man to take care of their children after that relationship ends. There is no state law that requires
Okay,
that.
hold on. Let me get my big booty. Let me get my big booty paralegal on that real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, well, while you do that, I want to say shout out to One Infinite Observer. I appreciate the super sticker, my brother. Appreciate the super sticker. Thank you very much. And that's real talk. uh,
But I gotta
need
say,
your.
I gotta go back to him. I mean, I just feel like I should kick his ass, man. I'm an old man, and I'm listening to that, and I'm like, man, well, where were your homies, man? While you were doing all that, man? Where were your people while you were doing all that? I mean, it was disgusting to listen to that. As I'm listening to this, and I'm like, please let this be some kind of cartoon or something.
well, I'm gonna tell y'all. Looking at the channel, the gentleman who put it up, it seems like he tells different stories that he gets information on. So, unfortunately, it seems very real. It does not seem as made up at all. And it's the real world, y'all. We know people go through things like this. Now, I'm gonna also say shout out to Music Man 1982. Appreciate you, Music Man. He also dropped a cash app. I think it was yesterday. So he did one over the weekend as well. So shout out to Bron and Music Man 1982 for dropping cash apps while I'm off air. Yes, even when I'm off air, it's always a good time to send the Roger Report Live a financial contribution, y'all. I do appreciate it. Do appreciate it. All money is important over here. So shout out to Music Man 1982. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Want to make sure that's said. We also have a new gentleman coming up. So Tunnel Runner is in the building. Tunnel Runner, we're doing something a little bit different today. We're making a case for or against this man abandoning his children. Okay. Now you can make an opening statement if you like, and then whatever you have to say on this subject, but you got to take a side. You must take a side. Okay. So you got the mic, my brother. You got the mic.
Yes, I want to represent the biological father, and I guess I'm prosecuting. I want him to keep on paying because he has taken my role as a father and paying for these kids and living with my ex. And he needs to keep on paying so I can keep on going to Colombia to have my fun. He wants to take over my job. He needs to take over fully and keep it rolling. It's not my fault that he tied the tubes. It's not my fault that he paid for the kids. He needs to keep on doing it because they're gonna come back looking for me to pay, and I ain't paying. I got away. He took my
Praise the
job. He took
Lord.
my position.
Praise the
So
Lord.
let him keep on doing what he
Praise
was
God.
doing.
That man don't caught the Holy Ghost. He ain't telling nothing but the gospel truth.
I'm gonna say, Tunnel Runner, I'm surprised. I'm definitely surprised. But I will say, y'all, we must acknowledge that he it was said that when the gentleman came into the picture, the biological father was already 6 months behind. So we didn't get any clarification. Did that ever clear up? So That's a strong stance to take.
We
So
we don't even know if that's true. That could just be been a part of the sucker story that
what
woman gave him to lure him in to doing the sucker shit he did,
So
including
the
marrying
sucker,
her. We don't know
Your
if
the
that's
Honor,
true.
sucker,
Your
the
Honor, Your
sucker
Honor.
himself is
Wait,
lying.
wait. Come on, we gotta work together, brother.
All right,
Come
go
on.
well,
ahead,
well,
go
hold
ahead.
on.
Your
Let me
Honor,
make this
hold on one
clarification. Let
second.
me make this clarification. Yeah, anything that was presented in the video, again, we're going to accept as true. So we're going to accept that the biological father was 6 months behind when Travis showed up. Cause yeah, the person who gave the story, y'all, he's just a person giving the stories that he's getting a hold of. So, but this is just one of the stories that was interesting. So,
So,
we gotta
so,
take him as fact.
Your Honor, we the prosecution would like to enter the clause intent to parent. Case study one, marriage of Belusier, California, where the courts ruled that he still was ordered to pay for child support, and he was accused of abandonment because since he intended to be the father, the court recognized him as the father. Miller versus Miller, New Jersey, right? The stepfather formed a close father relationship. The court, the court made him pay emotional and financial damages. He had continued to support the child. Paternity of Cheryl in Massachusetts, right? Again, the married but did not adopt the children, and the wife or the mother said that he was supporting them, paying everything like in the video here. Last one in Illinois, right? Johnson versus Johnson. Stepfather acted like father for years in y'all niggas' home state. Child viewed the mother viewed him as the primary dad. Court prioritized best interest of the child. Result: support obligations imposed. There you go. So there's the statute, there's the case studies, and that's what the prosecution is invoking to get this nigga punished.
Well, the
Two
court,
marriages in Illinois.
You
They
asserted
had
some
kids.
judicial decisions. You asserted some judicial decisions. You do not assert any particular statutes. And my initial
It
response
doesn't matter.
that
Courts,
was there is. I'm trying to respond.
I'm not
There is
hold on.
judicial activism. There are judges. There are judges that are flouting state and federal law. They're using their position as judges to flout federal and state law. That does not make it right or fair. And that
So
does
Your
not
Honor,
mean in every instance in which, well, first of all, in the presentation that we observed, the children were the children defiantly asserted their separation from him with respect to they were not his children, they were their father's children. They viewed him as being a man who was essentially a boyfriend, not even a husband, but essentially a boyfriend or a live-in mate with their mother. They never considered him to be their parent. So you can't assert this standard of parental neglect or breakdown or whatever for a relationship that never existed to begin with.
so
All he
Your Honor,
was a payor for them. All he did for that family was pay bills. It's not
so Your
imputed in the
Honor,
fact that you pay bills that you have any sort of parental relationship with those children or anything of the sort. Merely paying bills for children is not proof of parenting.
Your Honor, Your Honor. So first of all, he can't make the decision. That is your rule, Honor Judge Roger. So why this nigga not in contempt? First and foremost. Second of all, he is twisting the facts. In Johnson versus Johnson in Illinois, your backyard, stepfather acted like a father for years. According to the video you supported, that's a check. Mother viewed him as the primary dad. That is also a check. Court prioritized best interest of the child. Now, what does these cases have in common? You held yourself out as a father. Check. The children relied on you financially as their dad. Check. You lived with, raised those children for years. Check. You are the stepfather by marriage. Check. So I don't give a fuck what the opposing counsel talking about activism, whatever. It is your world, Judge. And what I'm showing you is what I'm showing you is were cases where they did the right thing. Do the right thing, Judge. Do not let this become a disease because these enabling people, because black women today are looking at this as a parachute and a safety net. And we said or ask you, stop the madness today. Everybody put in the goddamn chat. Stop the madness today. Thank you.
First and foremost, key facts here. They're not
One
married.
moment, Brock. Hold on, Brock, before you go. I got to say, Uru, that was a fantastic job. And I must say, real talk, it's about to be real. Just came back with a fantastic response. And I mean that. I definitely mean that. But we got two new guests up, y'all. We got Bailey Starks was Enterprise, and we got Bad Baby Maker as well. So Bailey Starks Enterprise, give an opening statement and let us know which side are you taking in this particular situation. Which side are you going to take?
Side I'm taking, Travis is not guilty of abandoning any children. Reason why? I'm kind of, there's overwhelming evidence that says he's not guilty of abandoning children. But he committed a cardinal sin. Not go buy no house and give no man cave to kids that's not mine. It's my man cave. Fuck the kids. They go out to figure out how to play the game on the roof, in the tree house, or something. They didn't even get my man cave. That's the sin move. I agree with Black Uru. And as far as him having to pay child support, there's two cases I know of firsthand: Thompson versus Smith, divorce, kids, 3 kids, not mine, and judge didn't make me pay no child support because the kid father's living, and I paid all the bills. Thompson versus Jones, father living, not paying child support. I'm supporting everything, and didn't have to pay no alimony or child support. So I know 2 cases firsthand. Third case as well. 7 kids, 3rd wife, didn't have to pay no child support, and I paid all of the bills. So it's a 3 against 1 as far as the that 2 cases in Illinois, 1 case in Arkansas. So, but Travis, don't do this. Speak to the record. Don't do it. Don't think so look at the woman suck your soul out, and she sucked all your money out your pockets. That's what it was, And probably working as an engineer around a whole bunch of white friends, which probably was the gynocracy, and it probably was down for him supporting her and her kids. Oh, you're doing a great job. Oh man, you're very admirable as a black man taking care of somebody else's kids. And the supposed alleged real father might not be the real father. And that's why he's probably gallivanting off somewhere else. Like, damn, man, now she's gonna be in my pocket. Now she's gonna be looking for me to do stuff that she know I can't do because she know she ain't had no uterus when I met her. So they might not be my kids. Got the uterus took out their 3rd kid. And those kids might not be mine. So I'll land my plane there. Travis, not guilty. But y'all guilty of being a sin.
Your Honor, I move to strike everything this nigga just said from the record. 1, because his mic is garbage and you can't hear nothing he's saying. 2, This nigga is definitely the father. He taking niggas to ballet practice, football practice, soccer practice. Ain't that things that fathers do? They say they want men to provide and protect. Had he been providing for this whole family? He said he protected the family, and he wanted more than anything. He wanted children, right? So he had been trying for 4 years. Well, he ain't need no children. She came and tripled up on him right out the gate, gave him 3 from the beginning. What else you want?
Now I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna say, um, Bailey Enterprises gave some interesting stuff. He brought in 3 personal court cases that said, "Hey, he don't really need to pay. He's not really abandoning them children. He's kind of moving on." That was very interesting against what was brought up with "It's About to Be Real" earlier. That's very interesting. I'm gonna say
No,
that
but let me respond to that, Your Honor. So you see here, he's bringing out anecdotal stories. I'm asking you to look at the law. Intent to parent is a real law. It's a real law, and it's in the best interest of the kids. These kids are failing school. These kids are not doing what they need to do. Oh, sure, can we say, is this mother fault, that mother fault, whatever? But the point is, will having this nigga pay get the children back on track, despite whose fault it is. There you go. So
okay.
this nigga didn't
Well,
cite any law
I was granted
at
credit.
all.
I was granted credit. I was trying to Michael Jordan situation and said these kids ain't gonna be no failures. 7 kids, 3 kids, and 3 other kids. That's 12 kids. I don't like no losers around me. Fuck what the mama talk about, bitch. You gonna get good grades. I'm gonna if you're not my kids. You're gonna be protected and functional around me.
Listen,
I have no idea what he's saying. I cannot hear him.
over here at the Roger Report Live, we don't support suckers and simps. I can't believe y'all even defending this sucker simp over here.
Absolutely.
I don't even understand what's going on.
Well,
You understand? And number 2, when these suckers and simps step up and want to be super daddy, super stepdaddy, they need to pay. They need to pay. They need to be made an example of.
Your Honor,
Excuse my
Your Honor,
Your Honor,
Your Honor,
let me say
that's
this
exactly what
Your Honor,
that's exactly what a
Your
pro.
Honor, please excuse my co-counsel for his enthusiasm and his zealousness, but at the end of the day, no one on the opposite side can refute intent to parent law. It is real. It is not theory. It's been practiced in Massachusetts, Illinois, and New Jersey. They're just giving you stories. We're giving you law. Thank you.
All right, now I'm
And finally, Your Honor, finally, two of them kids mine, and I don't want to pay no child support.
Cite the Illinois intent to parent statute.
I just
Cite
said
that
it's a
statute.
law. It's a law.
No. There's a every Illinois regulation. Every Illinois regulation has a citation code. So cite that citation code that specifically defines intent to parent as you are asserting here, counsel.
Yeah.
So I will cite that law when the judge asks me to.
What? Not well. Nah. If it's there, I mean, do cite it if it's there. Because that would help.
So Your Honor,
hold on. Let me do this. I'm gonna give you a chance to take a look because I got a bad baby maker who needs to get a open his statement in and pick a side, and we got Inspired Truth. So before you respond to that, let these guys get in so you can look at what you want to look at. Okay. All right. Bad baby maker, you got the flow.
Good morning. I'm going to be advocating for the biological baby maker in this case.
But he's not on trial. It's the trial is the gentleman who is a non-biological parent. So we got to make a decision. I mean, you can say what you want to say still, but it's to make a decision on did he abandon these children or not. But go ahead.
Okay, well, he's guilty of abandoning these children. I'm going to advocate for that because
praise God. Praise
as the
God.
baby,
Hallelujah.
to advocate the biological baby maker, he did his job. His job is to go out here and to basically shoot up the club in these hoes and make babies for these hoes. So he did his job. Now the guy, it was Travis. He decided to come in and be a simp and to come in here and go against the rules. It's not a law. Go against the rules and date single moms. Okay. Now it should be a law to date single moms, but it's not. So he came in there and went against the rules to do that. So he is guilty of simping. And I think, and I didn't read none of the court files or anything like that. So I'm just coming in off, off the rip. But I do believe he's guilty of abandonment because he did raise those children, and spend all that money, hard-earned money when he should not have, because we have a policy against you do not date single moms. And for that reason, he's guilty. Um, and I'm just going to end my plane, land my plane by saying, citing the great words of the belated Johnny Cochran. If the condom don't fit, you must have quit.
Praise God.
What no
Praise God.
condoms? Nobody want no condoms.
Wise words.
Okay, all right. Well, we got inspired truth, y'all. So let me get inspired truth in here.
All right, am I off of mute? Am I loud and clear?
Yes, sir. You are loud and clear,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
You are loud and clear.
All right, I hope everybody's having a beautiful Monday out here. So let me go ahead and try to get things. Maybe I don't have enough time to be like counselor here, but maybe I might be able to come in as an expert witness. One of the first things we got to establish is, are we talking about the clear and convincing standard for civil case? Are we talking about the beyond a reasonable doubt standard for a criminal case? Because depending on which one you look at, he's either innocent or he's guilty. So we need to establish that first. Now, here's another thing that we have to consider since we saw the video.
We're going to treat this somewhat like a criminal case. Because, it's our code. We can do what we want, but we're going to treat it some more like a criminal. Then I'll say that.
Oh, he might get off then because, that's beyond a reasonable doubt. And the kids, I mean, the family did kind of seem like they more or less have a view like they might have abandoned him. So he might get off on this one. But let me go ahead and get to this. Like the man clearly robbed himself. And whenever you're dealing with any kind of and what we saw in the video was a witness. So anytime you're dealing with the character of a witness, you have to have their previous patterns taken into account. And the man clearly has a track record of robbery, even if that's robbery of himself. He came in within just 2 weeks, dropping off all kinds of benefits without any kind of reciprocity or any kind of investment in. You saw the kids themselves that were basically, they were not in any type of way giving any kind of they were selfish. They were just straight up selfish and using, and generally speaking, that comes from somewhere. Somebody instilled that in them. Every single one, you could have been just 1 out of 3, but every single one, that's a pattern. That tells you that they got that from somewhere, and that somewhere that they got that from was likely their mom. So at every step of the way, this man robbed himself. That's still robbery. That's a pattern. And we have to think that somebody that might do that might abandon kids well, because now that talks to character. So that's where that's where I land on it. And I think that he's well on his way to sentencing himself by the new chick that he got with that said, why would you abandon them kids? I think this man should be sentenced to a life imprisonment in the black gynocracy.
All right, so but to make it clear,
Amen.
You're saying he is guilty of abandoning the children. That's what it sounds like he's saying to me.
If we look,
all he's saying
I don't want to put the words in
telling
your
the
mouth.
truth. That's all he's doing.
I don't want to put the
you
words
just call
in
it
your
what
mouth.
it is.
If we look at it from the civil case side, then yeah. If we look at it
No, no,
from
no,
the
no,
criminal, it's
brother,
kind of
brother,
hard.
brother. You got to make a choice. You got to make a choice. Are you pro he abandon these kids, or are you anti he abandon these kids? Which one you doing?
I think that I think he abandoned these kids, but I think it's hard to make it stick on that
No, no,
on that
no.
criminal
We
side.
just need to know what side you taking, brother. This is our court. We doing what we want to do with it. Okay. So you're taking the side that he abandoned these kids, correct?
I'm gonna have to say that maybe if we're going with criminal, then we're gonna say that nah, he didn't abandon them because you have an excellent case made for they abandoned themselves because they're saying they don't acknowledge.
Well,
Cut
he the
that
only
nigga
one
back
on
off.
trial. He the
Cut
only
that
one
nigga back
on
off.
trial.
Cut that nigga. Your Honor, I have some state statute to share with you.
Uh, uh,
So, under the Illinois Marriage and Dissolution Marriage Act 750 ILCS 5-505, the
Wait,
legal duty of support is strictly.
wait. Your Honor,
I, I'm,
One second,
I'm going somewhere with
Well,
this.
1 second. I want to please just give me 1 second. If we cite this, do we win this case? Because the defense ain't offered shit yet.
We can decide this.
you can.
It's the duty of the
I'm
state
talking
to
to the
it's the
judge. I'm
duty of
talking
the state
to the
to
judge.
to prove. It's the
Okay.
higher duty is on the state to prove guilt than it is on the accused to prove innocence.
The
That's how the
defense,
law works.
the defense,
Defense said,
we can. First of all, we are not
The higher
accepting.
duty,
We're not accepting
the higher
Mexican
duty.
commentary. Your Honor,
Your Honor, present
I'm listening to you both.
present the law, present the law, and we'll argue the law. But we're not establishing any predetermined guilt or innocence just by virtue of a citation. We're not doing that. We're not
Your Honor, you
accepting
gotta
that.
get.
That's not legitimate law. That's not legitimate law.
Hey,
Cite the law, and then we'll argue the relevant. Cite the law, and we'll argue the relevance of the law.
I want to hear
Black
overrule or
rule, black
sustain
rule.
But you don't decide a case by the
Black
mere
rule.
referencing of a law.
Black guru. I'm gonna have to say it. We're gonna need some order in the court. Okay.
There you go.
There
you go.
I'm just trying to. I'm trying. I mean, this guy is trying to win a case by the mere citation of a law. That's not how the law works. The law does not work that way. The way the law works is you cite the law and then you debate the relevance of the law.
Look.
Your Honor.
I did not say he's gonna win just because he can cite some particular thing. Because
well, then let's go on. Then we go on from there. Then we go on from there. We ain't got to debate it. You decided that, Judge. Thank you for your decision, Judge. Thank you for your decision.
You gonna let defense counsel just bully you like that right in front of everybody? That's what you're doing. That's what we doing.
Not at all. What I am doing is allowing anything that y'all want to present to be presented.
So, Your Honor, before I was rudely and abruptly cut off, Your Honor, the defense has not offered shit, and they're resting on their laurels of quote unquote, we have a higher responsibility. You didn't say that shit, and from where we stand is your platform, your ruling. So again, we ask you as a black man, standing strong, making your own decisions, not succumbing to the peer pressure of bullshit. If we cite this, do we win?
No, you're not gonna win because I'm gonna tell you this. When it comes down to it, we're at this point, we're in a court of public opinion. You know, I thought it was a good case to get a good starter case because I want to do this as a series. You know what I'm saying? Well, we'll do this from time to time. When y'all see jury duty, y'all gonna know it's about picking a side and arguing a case. Now
you're gonna let this man bombard your courtroom.
This has nothing to do with what he said. I'm saying y'all can present anything you want because I'm considering what Floyd said. Floyd, even though it's anecdotal, he gave personal testimony personal testimony about his particular situation where he was able to walk away unscathed. Now, I will say the intent to parent is something that definitely should be considered. And I'm going to say there was a clear intent to parent based on what the information that was presented.
Your Honor. Your Honor. How many people? How many Illinoisans?
Hold on, no, please, let my co-counsel cite it because we got it. We just want to say, we should be rewarded for our efforts.
Okay,
right?
that's
what
I'm saying. Just cite the thing.
For our efforts.
Now,
educated, we should be rewarded for our
just
efforts.
Cite the thing. Cite it.
Okay, so we have
for free shit. But go ahead.
So this is the equitable adoption exception. While Illinois is very strict, some have argued equitable adoption, where a person acts as a parent with the intent to adopt. However, Illinois courts, such as in remarriage of Mancine, 2014.
Let's stop that. We proved the point. It's under the Illinois Parentage Act of 2015. There you go. We said enough. If you want more, go look up in your goddamn self.
Because of Marbury versus Madison, the states cannot overrule what the U.S. Constitution says itself.
Well,
what does the U.S. Constitution say about this then, player?
Well, look, I have a second piece of evidence. Now we know this sucker simp, super simp.
The equitable adoption exception, it says it's a legal exception allowing a child to inherit from caregivers who raised them but never formally completed a legal adoption. This exception is being allowed when someone has died and has effectively operated as a parent, but there have been no legal declaration of parenting. But the key here is someone died. So then someone's got to make a decision about the intent. Someone's got to make a decision about the position of a decedent because that person is not here to assert his position, him or herself. The person being dead is the issue here.
No, because, Your Honor, he's arguing full custody, where me and my co-counsel are talking about financial responsibility. There's two aspects to this law.
I'm referring. You cited he cited an equitable counsel cited an equitable adoption standard. Did the other counsel? Did the reset council, Your Honor? Reset council asserted the equitable, Your Honor.
Okay,
he's just talking over everybody. Your Honor, he's just talking over everybody.
Present it though. You have to let him present it.
No, but he's not. He's not present. I responded to the standard.
You're not the judge.
That council cited a standard. Council reset cited a standard. I responded.
It is not for you to respond.
I mean, this is getting boring because I'm actually trying to respond to what
it's not your
council
role
presented.
To respond. It's not your role. It is the judge's role to overrule.
It's not my role to respond. How do I do? If I can't respond, how do I defend my the defendant?
This thing is guilty.
Off of your position.
All right, slow down. Because now Chef Mike done showed up, y'all. Chef Mike done showed up. So we're gonna take a quick break. Chef Mike, how you doing, brother?
The only way they're gonna win.
Good evening, wherever you happen to find yourselves on this Melee Monday. I do have to say that, well, first of all, greetings to you, Roger, and everyone on the panel. I really came up because I was sitting back and I was, listening to the whole debate, and I did not come up specifically because I don't want to take sides, like for real. Especially after Great Black Reset done said, got it on this, started this, Chef Mike gonna have to, okay, just keep that same energy when it's my turn, Great Black Reset. Anyway. But I'm gonna need y'all to get some order in the court because this is a great debate. This is a great way to actually take yourself and put yourself in the opposite position sometimes to see it from a different way. But what I'd like you all to do is really respect the decorum of the courtroom. Now, let me see if I can see your name because I want to make sure. Okay, it's about to be real. Listen, not knocking your privilege or anything. However, you got to stop cutting everybody off. You talking over
Are you
everybody,
serious?
and
Are you
bruh,
serious?
bruh, you just did it now. You're doing it now.
Because you're not telling the truth.
Hold on. First of all, anytime we come up, we are afforded a 2 or 3 minute opening statement, depending on your privilege. I am well within my 2 or 3 minute opening statement, and you are interrupting my opening statement, which is against the rules on the Roger Report. Thank you. Y'all just get some decorum. I know everybody has a point that they want to prove, that they want to make, but we can't hear it if everybody's talking over everybody. And all I'm asking is make it make sense. Let everybody talk. Let everybody finish. I'm trying to listen to what Black Uru is saying, and everybody's talking over him. Everybody's interrupted. That's not okay. Please, let's get some decorum in the courtroom and get back to this very robust debate. And I will end my opening statement and land my plane there. Your Honor, it is back in your hands.
No, Roger, I have to say something. This is insane.
No, I
This
want
is insane.
I want
I have to
you
say something.
I want you to continue with your point. I want you to make the point that you were trying to make. Because I
So
obviously
so so first of all, I'm even talking to you, and Black Guru interrupts that. You talk, Black interrupts you. He even when we're making a case, he will come in and interrupt. So are you the judge or are he the judge? What was just said by Chef Mike is 100% false.
I asked you to make your case before he even came up. So I believe that you have a point, and I do want you to have
So,
your point
so,
made.
so, 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 Your Honor, in the case of Illinois, Johnson versus Johnson, it was not a full custody case. It was about being financially. It was about financially responsible, where the court ordered them to still pay child support. So when my co-counsel talked about the Percentage Act of 2015 and the other act, which is I forgot. Can you repeat that for me? Great Reset.
Let me pull it back up for you,
The
good sir.
Marriage of Dissolution Act, and then also the Equitable Doctrine Act. We were not arguing over custody. We were arguing about financially responsible, because the courts also followed that statute and made that Johnson pay money in child support.
So framing, was that actually Uru's position about custody? Like, did he say something about custody?
He was talking, yeah, because he was talking about who inherits the child. We weren't talking about that. We're talking about financially responsible and abandonment, financial abandonment.
Wait, you just said inheritance. You didn't say custody. Like you said custody
No,
first, and then
Black
now you're
Guru
saying
said
inheritance.
inheritance. We never said inheritance. He said inheritance. We
But you
talked
just
about
said
financial
custody.
responsibility.
Yeah, we talking about this nigga old. He
Yeah.
owed money,
Are we
and
talking
he
about
never.
inheritance or custody? Which one? Custody or inheritance?
No, hold on,
Because
hold on,
those
hold
two
on, bro.
different
You're
things.
not the lawyer. If you disagree, you come up with laws that contradict our laws. That's how this works. Or
The
come up with
words,
other precedents or other cases in law where you see the same thing where he wasn't accused of abandonment. We gave you precedents. Now you need to provide precedents that says that court saw this as not abandonment. This is not Great Black Reset in hot sauce giving all the answers. You need to provide proof of where courts did the opposite.
I
Do
agree
your
with that.
job.
But if you're going to talk about framing, you have to
Well,
identify
then
which
you
words
frame
we're
your
talking
case,
about.
we frame our case. It's the judge to decide, not you. So frame your case.
and I'm gonna say I'm going to rule not in what I think. I'm going to rule in how it was presented. Because sometimes you can win a case because you just present better. So please keep that in mind.
All right, so
I,
Uru, it sounds like he's switching it from custody to inheritance. So
So
let's
Your
continue with
Honor,
that.
we never said inheritance
I'm
got
I'm
kicked from
going to
their side.
say this is my courtroom. Y'all can present anything y'all want to make your case. I didn't give you a restriction on laws for this state or anything like that. You present anything you want. And
I like to present a small piece of evidence as well. This man, no, this super simp, no, he would have never got this fine chick before she had kids. See, he preyed on her. He waited until she was in a moment of weakness,
Yes,
when she was
absolutely.
in need,
Yes,
I
Lord.
and
like
she
that.
had
I
to
like that
lower
too.
her standards.
Yes, Lord.
This is what he did. He's a predator.
Yes, absolutely.
Your Honor, can I object to
Roger,
that?
Roger,
Can I
we have
object to
to
that, Your
amend
Honor?
our case. As the father of the
Can I object to
Objection,
biological
that?
Your
Can I
father,
Honor.
object to
we
that, Your Honor?
also want to sue this man. We wanted to sue this man because he took time from me with my kids, acting like the father. I could have been there. He took time from me, and I'm suing for 100,000 because he was taking care of my kids, spending time with them, buying toys, and I should have been doing that. Even though I wasn't doing it, I should have been doing it. So he needs to pay me because he took
well,
my
Alienating the
children's
father.
times.
Your
Alienating
Honor,
the father.
Your Honor,
All right,
Your
there's
Honor,
let me
I
only
say
would,
one
one
thing real
case that
quick.
we're seeing. We're only seeing if the guy is abandoning the children or not. And I'm going to say, based on the information that was presented, the biological father was busy. That was made clear. He was busy. So it is what it is on that note. Brock, go
All
ahead.
right.
What you was trying to say?
I was just attempting to defend my client's honor, Your Honor, because now the accusation is being made that my client is a predator. So if you ask me, Nathan and Keisha over there are the true predators. They preyed upon this man's goodwill. And I think Nathan actually might be her pimp, Your Honor. I'm just going to say it. I think they plotted to go out here and have children with each other and stick these children on other men so they could essentially drag that man through the legal system for child support.
All
And I
right, two
think we're
quick.
seeing many people do this very thing right here, Your Honor. And I think these two are guilty of entrapment.
Done. All right, two quick things. All right, the first thing.
Interesting.
The first
Go.
thing is like that citation. That citation, I think what Uri was saying was that citation is an exemption, and the exemption was regarding inheritance. The second thing is, yeah, we kind of all go for like the bargain deal. Like that's where you kind of like go when you're shopping. Like you say, oh, okay, this stuff is on clearance. Ah, okay, it's a sale. It's 25% off. It's 50% off. I don't know if I could totally go at the man for trying to get a clearance deal, going out there in the clearance bin. Like it's got to go. It's a fire sale, and like I guess he got like pulled in by the bells and the whistles of the sale, and then just somehow ended up overpaying. 25% off of Infinity is still Infinity.
You know what you don't
Travis
get when
didn't
you
want
buy
to
stuff from
sin.
clearance?
Travis wanted to 6.
When you buy stuff from clearance, we don't take no refunds. See, you can't take it back and get your money back. You can't do that.
Dang, that's a
You know
good
what I'm
point.
saying? All sales are final at that point. You know what I'm saying? So you can't come in and buy this fine, thick, young thing off the clearance rack and then come back and get a refund after you don't use it up. You can't do that. For 7
Whoa,
years, you've been shooting up the
whoa,
club. 7
wait,
years.
wait. Did you say used up? But this is thrift store, man.
Hey, hey, man, it's worse than when you bought it.
You on one today? You pretty good. He's pretty good today.
No, you got to pay. You can't buy the cow, drink all the milk, and then take the cow back to the dairy farmer. No, that ain't what we doing over here.
But these
Are
used
we
saucers are the
advo-
wrong size.
Your
are
Honor.
we are we not are we now advocating for marrying women, having a good time with them, and then just leaving them when we get ready to trade them in for the new model. We advocating for
Your
that
Honor,
now?
Your Honor,
But
Your Honor,
but they
Your
said it
there
Honor,
was
was a
no marriage.
large and it
point
was
of order.
extra small.
There was no marriage. There was no
Your
marriage.
Honor, point of order. Point of order, Your Honor. Real quick. Point of order. I would like to let Great Black Reset know that he is full of fertilizer. Um, just to let him know he is full of fertilizer. You can take the cow back to the dairy farm. How you think we get hamburgers?
That's a dairy cow. You don't get hamburgers from dairy cow, sir.
When the dairy cows ain't dairying no more, they become hamburgers and briskets and steaks. hmm When they
That's
not
that's the
when they
that's
not dairying no more.
that's the meat that go to McDonald's.
Here's another thing that we
Okay.
had to consider. Like they ended up false advertising. Like she advertised herself as being fertile, and then this chick actually was not. She got rid of all that stuff, didn't have the ability. So it was like false advertisement, and he bought that thing that wasn't the thing that he was trying to buy.
I'm gonna prove by his own words that that is a lie, and
Hey
he
Roger,
should be held in.
I would like to object to something.
That was pretty solid. If you ask me,
Your Honor,
that that was pretty solid.
Your Honor,
Your Honor.
I would like to object to something.
Hold on, come on, Nick.
Hold on. Go ahead, Bad Black Gamer. Let me hear from you real quick, and then let's hear from what's your name today? It's about to be real.
I would like to object to somebody entered something into evidence to discovery that I was not aware of. They say she was thick. Is that
Oh
correct?
yeah,
I
oh
mean,
yeah.
I said you can enter any fact as long as it's reasonable. The fact that she had 3 children and he married her when she was 34 years old is reasonable that she was a pretty attractive woman. It's very reasonable.
But was she thick though? 'Cause
If he
I
says
wasn't
she was
aware of that.
thick, she thick. It is what it is.
Okay, well I object
Okay.
because that changes the whole narrative. But
All
carry
right.
on. I'll consult counsel.
So, Your Honor, we would like to prosecute this nigga under California Family Code Statute 7611D. A person is a parent if they take the child into their home, check. Hold the child out as their own, check.
Praise God.
Family court has held them to child support if they get divorced. Your Honor, by Travis's own testimony in his video affidavit said, I treated them like my own. I loved them like my own. I moved them into my house as my own. So
Praise
under
God.
California Family Code 7611, in the words of the dude from Boondocks, that nigga's guilty.
7611. God's own perfect number. I tell you.
Yep. And Your Honor, also let it be known that the defense has not offered any citation, any evidence to the contrary, and more importantly, there's like 11 niggas. It's like the goddamn Wu-Tang Clan on their side, and they haven't shown shit. So by process of being
Your Honor,
poor ass lawyers,
Your Honor,
you should win.
Go
Your
ahead,
Honor,
Brian.
Your Honor. As I start to dig through some more legislation to put forward, I will say this. I will bring to the light that at one point in time, slavery in this country was legal. So, Your Honor, I'm going to ask you to at least keep that in mind when you're making decisions on other people's lives based off of what could be unfair statutes that were able to slip through our legislative system. Slavery was once legal in the United States of America.
Your Honor,
I'm gonna say that's a good point, and I'm gonna tell y'all this too: the statutes y'all are presenting are good, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna rule in that favor. At the end of the day, it's about whatever anybody wants to, because this is our courtroom, and we got to make decisions about ourselves. So we're gonna have to figure out what side we as a people stand on. So and I do plan to do this again, and y'all will know in the future a little bit, what you're stepping into when you see something, because I'm probably gonna stick with the term jury duty, and I'm not gonna be the only judge. Anyone who agrees, I'm gonna swap out judges from time to time for anybody who wants to be a judge in a particular case. So this is how I'm gonna roll with it.
Hello.
Bringing
Your
up
Honor,
these statues sound pretty strong. I'm
We
gonna say that
Your
though.
Honor,
But is it for
there's been
inheritance though?
Your
no
Honor.
presentation of statutory federal or state law that asserts that a man must take care of children that are not his post divorce. There is no
So,
such statute. Period.
Your Honor,
Period.
Your Honor, that is
I haven't said anything for a moment.
okay, good.
Period. Now, whether selected judges assert certain judicial activism, that's their privilege as a judge. There is no statute. There certainly is no Illinois statute that expressly declares, regardless of whether a man professed himself to be someone's father or not, you know, there is no statute. There is no Illinois statute that asserts that standard. Moreover, Your Honor, if you apply this standard of asserting that if a man marries a woman with children, that he is on the financial hook for those children into their majority, what is the greater societal effect of that, taking that precedent position? What is the societal effect on marriage in that community if you assert that standard? What is the likelihood and probability that other men will marry uh, unmarried mothers with children? What's the likelihood? What effect will that have on society? That is something Your Honor should consider in his decision.
Your Honor. So first of all, we would like to, get things straight for the record. The opposing counsel has not offered any statutes whatsoever. So it's not y'all. It's me and Great Black Uru putting in that work. Second, this is a family court case. I don't know if opposing counsel understands that, but this is a family court case. And by saying that there's no statute, that is an outright law. California Family Code statute 7611D. Google. It's free. Google it. And we read it. Now, Judge, the opposing counsel brought up two very poignant points that we must push back on. The first one brought up slavery. You're going to allow something as painful, as deep rooted as slavery, and align it to a simp? That cheapens our history and who we are as a people. That nigga needs to be pulled out and be bullwhipped for even linking that to this case. Everybody keeps linking their trauma and their pain to civil rights and slavery, and it cheapens who we are as a people. Shame on that man. Shame on him. Second, I agree with the other counsel. What are we saying to our children when we keep advocating for marrying single mothers? It's going to tell little girls that you don't have to manage your private parts. It's going to tell young women that black men are constantly safety nets. And you're telling black boys that you don't have children, you have the whole world ahead of you. Go ahead and pick up and man up and take care of that single mother who mismanaged her life. You're enablers. Is that what the message we want to send today with a not guilty verdict? Or do we want to stand up and be men and be black men and say enough is enough? Can I get a goddamn amen in here?
Amen. Hey,
You don't get an
man.
amen. You don't get an amen. And Your Honor, I like to make this
Bro,
rebuttal.
you cheap in slavery. We should hang your ass.
Go ahead.
I
Go
like to
ahead,
make a
Brock.
rebuttal, Your Honor. I like to make a rebuttal. When it's all said and done, our client is not responsible for these children. These are not his biological children. What are we even talking about here? If anyone should be on trial for financial responsibility of these children, it should be the biological parents, Nathan and Keisha over there. But rather than get up off their ass, Your Honor, excuse my French, and do what they need to do for their children, they're essentially trying to hand their responsibilities on my client because he was kind enough to offer about 7 years of charity. Now, there is no state statute at this point in time that I know of, even amongst the ones that they brought forth, that justify putting this man on the hook for children that are not his own. So I would encourage you to really think deeply about your decision today, Your Honor, and maybe even consider what this will mean for your legacy. Because I would think that if this decision here is ruled upon unfavorably for our client, that a case like this might be able to make it up to the Supreme Court. And because of Marlboro versus Madison, whatever the Supreme Court rules, state law is not overturned. And I'll land my plane there.
Your Honor, I
And,
like to rebuttal this foolishness. I like to rebuttal this foolishness. Your Honor, I keep hearing mention of, you know, what kind of precedent will this set for men? And I like to say, at one time in this great country of ours, black men were considered three-fifths of a man because we were slaves. And we have come into our full manhood at five-fifths at this point in time, and we understand what's going on. Law, this is about man law. This is about what we should and should not be doing. This man is breaking man law. What man? This is a simp. This ain't a man. I give him four-fifths at best. Throw the book at him.
I don't know if you helped
Judge,
yourself with that one.
I want to change sides and help defend this man because Black Reset and Hot Sauce are attacking my other fellow jurors, and I need to help them out.
We can't do the flippity flop flop. We got to stand strong on the
No,
side.
no, no. We won him off the team. He ain't helping us. Kick us in. Go ahead. We won him off.
No,
We won
no,
him
no.
off.
We'll reject further help from the other side, Your Honor.
I
So
just
so
wanted to say because let me just say one thing. This man, if you make this man pay, he is stepping on the rights of the biological father to take care of his own children. So he should not be paying because the biological father is there and he needs to be paying for the kids that it is, not somebody else, not the second person. So you are violating the first biological father's rights. Let him pay because those are his kids, and the man is the stepfather or and the ex should not be paying any more than what he has already paid because he real biological father has his rights to keep paying and let him keep paying.
Your Honor.
Well,
Your Honor. Well, let me just say this, Your Honor.
go ahead.
May I ask you like 3 questions?
Okay, well, let me just make this quick statement. Hey, man, they both
The
can
the
pay.
honor's not here.
Help is help. They both can pay, y'all. You know, because why
Go
not?
ahead, go ahead.
They both can pay. They both men. They both can pay.
Okay, Your Honor. Did you see the video, Your Honor?
Did I see it? Of course, yes, I saw the video.
Okay.
Yes,
Does that
absolutely.
man love those kids?
He does. He does love the kids. I do agree with that. He does love the
Hey, does
kids.
he still low key? Does he still? Do you believe he still loves those kids?
I do believe he still loves those children.
So he would want to be on the hook then, right?
Your Honor,
No, I did not interrupt you.
Objection.
I interrupted you.
Objection. Objection, Your Honor.
Beautiful.
Objection, Your Honor.
Beautiful.
Objection, Your Honor.
Beautiful.
I think that was a great question. I
Objection,
think
Your
that
Honor.
was an actually great question.
Objection.
And I would say, in most scenarios, you would think he would want to be on the hook. But since he did so much to not be on the
You
hook,
are violating
not
the
necessarily.
biological father's
No. I'm
rights.
asking you. In his heart, he still loved the kids, despite moving on. He didn't.
Oh,
He got another woman pregnant, got a baby on the way, and he's still talking about those kids. So, I ask you again.
No. Your Honor, objection. Objection. Our client is simply sharing his story as a warning for other men, so that
Your
they
Honor,
don't
you're
go out and
trying.
do the same
Your Honor,
step
Your Honor,
stuff that he did.
Your Honor,
There is
Your Honor,
no
you said
He is
there is no
traumatized. Traumatized.
there is no
You know what?
statutory or judicial precedent that requires that because you love something you must pay for it.
I never said that. I just asked the question. I never
I,
said he's
how
obligated to
what
love.
else
I never said
what
that.
else can we interpret? What else is it reasonable for us to interpret what has been presented?
So
Because he loved the
y'all,
children, he should be still obligated to pay for them. Is that or is
y'all,
that not what is logical for us to deduce from what's been presented here?
y'all don't have to deduce anything because I was talking to the judge.
So,
And I
Your Honor,
presented
I'm
a
judge. I'm still
rebuttal
waiting
to
for the
your
answer.
commentary to the judge. I said,
Judge,
Your Honor,
we're still
there
waiting
is
for your
no
answer.
requirement that in statutory federal state law or judicial precedent that declares that simply because you love anything that you must pay for it.
Judge, do you think he wants to be on the hook?
I know. I actually gave an answer to that. I don't know
You
if y'all
did.
heard me. I
I
said,
did not hear you.
in most cases, you would think he would want to be on the hook. But I
There you
am
go.
going to say, in this particular situation, he definitely made efforts to not be on the hook. So you can argue that he didn't even want to be on the hook.
But that's not true, Judge, because he's still making videos, trying to keep a connection. I'm pretty sure by court
objection, Your
order
Honor.
here today,
Objection.
he's keeping
Objection.
he wants the connection.
Objection.
Let me clarify. Let me clarify something. The guy telling the story is just telling stories. He's getting stories from different people and telling the stories. So the person who made the video, is not the person being spoken about. Travis is not the guy, okay, who made the video. Travis is just the guy who was in the situation. So
I have a
we can't
question.
use that
Your
against
Honor,
him.
Your Honor, in what he presented, he never had a connection with the children. He sought a connection with the children. He sought a mutually beneficial exchange of love and emotion and appreciation with them. He sought that, but he never got that. So we're going to require him to continue to pay for something that he never received.
Again, Your Honor.
Is that a just position for the court to take?
Again, Your Honor, that is false facts. That's alternative facts. He had a connection. It was tumultuous. It was toxic. It was mean, but he had it. Connections don't mean good. Connection is a connection. He paid for stuff. They looked for him to solve problems. There was a connection there. Now, was it a fair connection? Was it the type of connection that he wanted? No, I can agree to that. But was there connection nonetheless? Yes. And does he still yearn for that? Yes, because he's still putting information out there.
Okay.
Your Honor, there is no.
Hold on, before y'all say something else, shout out to Elder Blood. He said in America, the black men didn't have rights, not considered fully human for hundreds of years to the benefit of others. Now the same thing is being applied to non-black kids and their mothers. This is an utter injustice. I hear you, Elder Blood. I definitely hear you, my brother. Inspired Truth. Hold on. Inspired Truth also said something. He said, "What? She double dipping with two dads?" Hey man, it is what it is. See, this is the thing, y'all. We have him on trial for did he abandon the children? Now, some people can consider that as pain. Some people could say it's other things. But the court case is did he abandon? Because this is my court. We doing what we want to do. So did he abandon? So there's different ways to look at abandon, and financial is one of the ways you can look at it at the end of the day. And I'm gonna say, shout out to Black Rule who's starting to really help this side out a little bit because I think Great Black Reset and it's about to get real was running off a little bit. They was running off with it a little bit, so I'm glad Black Rule was stepping up to the plate. I'm just letting it be known what I'm thinking. And because remember, y'all, the rule ain't about what I want. It's the rule is gonna be about what y'all presenting.
Let me put my track shoes on to do a little bit more running.
No, well, we've been kicking ass because they still didn't present shit. They did not frame their case at all.
I understand what's wanted here. What's wanted is a blowout, and we're gonna provide that for you. Don't worry about it. Now,
okay, no problem. No problem.
In the Roger Report Live, man law, have we not said we supposed to respect other men? Have we not said that, y'all?
We have.
Have we not said when a man has children with a woman, that woman belongs to that man out of respect for the Roger Report man law? Have we not said that?
We have.
Did this nigga break man law?
Yes, that nigga did.
He should pay for breaking the law.
And there it is. And I'm just gonna add a little cherry on top. If we don't abide by our own rules on the Roger Report platform in the Roger Report courtroom, then how good are we as men?
What kind of nigga are you, Judge? You gonna show us today what kind of man are you? Are you gonna abide by the laws that have been put together by you and Black Uru himself?
Lord have mercy.
Or are you gonna turn your back on the laws that you have created?
Sweet Jesus. No, that's not the Roger we know. That's not the Roger we know.
That ain't the Roger I know.
Ooh, y'all trying to make it personal, man. This
Your Honor, is this man on trial for his simp behavior, or is he on trial for abandoning children based off of federal and state statutes?
The answer is yes.
Bro. Can I ask counsel a question? Can I ask opposing counsel a question?
Sure.
Bro, I have two questions for you. Did we just establish black man law? Brock?
I'd be scared to answer too if I was over there.
That's not what the client is on trial for.
No,
I'd be scared.
That was not
holds no weight in this courtroom, sir.
We just established black man law.
You have established what is irrelevant in this courtroom.
So why are you running up under the white man law right now? You ain't on that.
Because the white man's law is gonna keep my brother safe right here, man.
Look at that. Look at that. Y'all heard it here. Y'all heard it here. Y'all
heard over there coning.
I have a case to win. I have a case to win.
In this court, you have two opposing counsels, Uru and Brock, up here telling us that the white man law is better than your law.
That within itself is disrespect.
If you let that shit slide, as a Chicagoan, how can you look at your people say?
Look, man. Tomorrow I'm gonna be all right. I might be sick today, but tomorrow I'm gonna be all right.
Well, you gonna let two niggas up here talk about the white man law is better than the black manosphere law up in your house.
And I heard it. I heard it was once said by the judge himself. I just stopped paying bills. That's what I heard.
I heard
I'll
it
just
too.
stop paying bills.
I heard it too.
And the opposing counsel vehemently said that's the wrong thing to do. You can't just do that. You will affect your children. You can't
Ooh,
just do that. So
ooh,
now you want to let this nigga off the hook. You want to go against your
ooh,
own
Now,
advice, your own counsel,
Hey,
and let
hey,
this nigga
hey,
counsel
off the
hey,
hook.
in that
check,
environment.
that's checkmate. Your Honor, that is checkmate.
Black Guru, you on mute. I don't know if you know it, but you muted yourself.
That's God. That ain't nobody but God.
That is checkmate. That's checkmate right there. Reset checkmate, y'all. It's done. It's done.
Y'all wanted this blowout. This what y'all gonna get over here.
He did. He put on the checks and said, "I'm gonna give y'all a blow." He done blew y'all out.
You know,
Church.
when his microphone get to working, I want to hear him go against his own wise words, because you
In
know
in
he's
the
a wise
in the
man.
example you brought up, did those children belong to the man who was abandoning his family, or were they
Yes,
some
because
other
he was
man's
parenting
children?
them. Yes, because he was parenting
No,
them.
no,
Yes.
no. Hold on. Now, you guys are in the example we discussed before today. Those children belonged to that man. They were not children that he came into a house and started taking care of. When we were asserting that the man should continue to uphold his financial obligations, it was for the best interest of his children, not some other man's children, his children. Don't you recall that? Don't you
That's
recall
true.
that,
That's
Council
definitely
Reset?
true.
Don't answer. Don't answer. Don't answer. Do not. Do not. Don't answer. Nigga. Don't answer. Let them prove their own case.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah. Enough said. Enough said.
So, you see, we're missing something here. When that man married her with her children, he agreed to take care of those children, for better or for worse. Because she even told him that, hey, I'm a package deal. And he said, okay, so for better or for worse. Now, worse is here, and he abandoned them.
There it is. These hoes been telling us for 50 years we come as a package deal. You niggas been accepting this package deal for 50 years, and now on year 51, y'all want to walk out. No, not today.
Yep.
Not today.
How
Your
about
Honor,
how?
Your Honor, we have proven beyond a reasonable doubt that this nigga's guilty. Now, Your Honor, we're asking you to be a judge and not the white man's judge. We ask you to be a fair and honest judge. Who has done the best? Who has presented the best case today? Us or two random ass niggas to the left?
Y'all are
And
doing a
remember,
fairly good job. Y'all are doing a good job.
remember,
I will say that. Y'all are definitely
and,
doing a good job.
and remember, possession is 9/10 of the law.
And at one point, these niggas were nine deep like the Wu Tang Clan, and me and Reset was still giving work. And still
Batten them down. Batten them down. Ugh.
Roger, I had to change sides because I had to help, Black Guru and everybody.
right. Even our own council felt so bad that they took side. Stop that ass with them.
Your Honor, I would just like you to make a decision based off of a human perspective and really weigh out the societal cost of the ruling that you might make. Throughout American history, people have been able to push all kinds of legislation through Congress that don't lead to good outcomes. And I believe if you just look at the state of Illinois itself, just look at O Block, and you look at all the kids running around with single mothers and what's coming from that place. I believe that this ruling will help produce a society in which we will see more of that. So think about just the inner cities of our
communities or our nation, Your Honor, and just think about all the single mothers that you could be creating and incentivizing to do the wrong thing, which is not get married, not have your babies in wedlock, and not submit to a man's leadership. And I'll end my closing statements with that.
They ain't got no case, so they want to talk about your feelings.
All right. Well, Bronx said it was a closing statement, so I guess we're gonna close it for the court case, not necessarily the show, but the court case. All right.
Court case.
Black Root, you want to add a closing argument to because Bronx just said y'all close. I know he ain't discussing with you, but that's what he said. Black Root may be caught away for a moment. Oh no, he just
you know, I'll rest my case.
Okay. All right. Well, Great Black Reset, I'm gonna give your side a chance to rest his case. So what say you, my brother, is a closing argument?
I like to remind the ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I would like to remind the court and all attorneys present, this nigga broke man law. And more importantly, he broke the Roger Report's man law. And in the first case ever of the Roger Report man law, I don't think the judge is going to be able to allow the first criminal to slide on breaking the law. If he's allowed to break the law, what else we gonna have to deal with? If we can't respect our own laws that we came up with, how we gonna expect everybody else to respect us? How we gonna expect the women that follow us to respect us? How we gonna? This is why the children don't respect him, because he broke the law. I land my plane now.
All right. Shout out to Yogami. Yogami gives the cash app. I appreciate you, brother, and I appreciate the 57-cent traceability tag as well. Now he said, "Read my last comment, Your Honor." So I went to his last comment, and shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. He said, "Objection, Your Honor. Do we have proof that the vows were presented during the ceremony?" Do we have proofs of what vows, I should say? Do we have proof of what vows were presented during the ceremony? Now, I did say this. I did say you can present a fact, even an alternative fact, as long as it's reasonable. So I'm going to have to credit them for, yes, the general vows that we normally hear would be the normal ones that they took. So I will accept that. Now, we do have one more guest. Jerome's in the house. He just stepped up. So, since they both gave closing arguments already, Jerome, I'm gonna go ahead and allow you to. You got one statement to rock the court to see where you want to go with this. So it's totally up to you whether you want to be on the defense of he's guilty of abandoning his children, or you want to say that he did abandon these children. It's totally up to you, my brother. It's totally up to you. I'm not going to hold you to a 2-minute opening statement because you can say whatever you want as far as this court is concerned. So go a little long if necessary. But what you want to do with this, brother? What do you want to do with this?
Well, how y'all doing today, everybody out there? This is Jerome in the courthouse. I'm over here in front of the courthouse for this simp ass niggas trial, and I'm gonna tell you this right now, from what we're seeing inside, the prosecutors is about to get him fried. The defense has nothing to do. I don't know what the defense is doing right now. This man is about to go up the river, and if I can say so, even though I'm not supposed to, because I'm a reporter, I ain't supposed to be biased. But that nigga's supposed to go up the creek. He is absolutely 100% guilty. He shouldn't have never been there in the first place. Do we have sympathy for the brother? I definitely do have sympathy for him, but his ass, he need to get 25 to life for that.
Thank you.
Hallelujah. Praise God.
Thank you.
And today's broadcast is brought to you by Tide.
Now, for legal purposes, That's what we wish. That ain't what's real for legal purposes. That's what we wish. We wish it was brought to you by Ty. And, we definitely need to clean some stuff up, Bradley. Jordan, I said. Now, Inspired Truth made it back before we came to the decision. So, Inspired Truth, bruh. Bronk just made a unilateral decision. We doing closing statements, for the case. So, if you got one shot, brother, what you want to say? Either way for this client, what you got?
I didn't
One
give my
shot.
closing statements either, though.
What'd you say?
I did not give my closing statement.
Oh, you know what? You sure wouldn't because you got knocked off. All right. Well, I'll let it Inspire you go, and then I'll let you have it last.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Inspire Truth. What you gonna help this man any way you can, or hurt this man any way you want to? That's up to you.
Man, look here. This man is gonna hurt himself. You saw the last part of that thing there, who he ends up landing with. He is well on his way to servicing his own punishment. Like he's put himself right there in this place. So we don't really have to do anything for it. But to continue this whole thing with this case, though, when you go and you look at the actual statute itself, no, it really doesn't require you to, if you are married, to go ahead and take on all those responsibilities, blah, blah, blah. You have to actually read. Reading is fundamental. Read the thing. So it'll talk about donors, it'll talk about all this adoption stuff and it really, if we're going to go by criminal case, then this man's going to have to walk and he can go ahead and punish himself because he's well on his way to doing it.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess it's time. If you're going to do it, it's the time to do it. It's about to get real. Go ahead, brother. What you got to say on this?
Thank you. Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the court, today you have heard two different stories. On one account, you heard the defense say, let's feel sorry for them. Let's enable our little girls to not be responsible, to not be held accountable. Let's have a society full of children that are born without their mother and father in wedlock. And on the other side, you have heard two men arguing tirelessly for black men's rights, which everyone in this courtroom says that they stand up for. But yet, when the rubber meets the road, it was just the men of two versus the Wu-Tang Clan lawyer team.
All in the water.
All of them talking about they're for black men's rights, but even sipping from that big black booty. So, jury, I ask you to find this nigga guilty. Not guilty because we don't like him, but guilty to improve our community. Guilty because we set the standard as black men. And guilty because Roger Room platform is for black men doing the right thing, and this black man did not do the right thing. A guilty deterrence is always better than punishment. So if we accuse this nigga, we're sending messages to black boys all around the world. Don't do that. Deterrence is better than punishment, just like an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. And so this is where us, the prosecution, rests. Where do you word niggas? Can we count on you to keep your word, brother?
Wade in the water, children.
Oh,
Now wade
children.
in the
Roger, I think we
water.
the jury already have it.
God's gonna
Where we gonna go?
trouble the water. Wade
All right.
in the water.
I'm gonna say this, y'all.
Wade.
As a judge,
Oh, sorry, Judge. One thing. I apologize. A black reset. Call the niggas in case we need to riot if the thing is wrong. All right. Get that riot number ready.
I'm gonna say get the horses ready. I would get the horses ready if I was. Shout out to Bad Black Gamer coming through with the super chat. Appreciate you, brother. He said, I request to consult both counsels in your honor quarters with new evidence before your verdicts. Well, you better do that quickly. If you trying to present something, man, you got to come on. Because we undid closing arguments, man. So if you trying to do something, you're gonna have to do it right now. Okay? Now I'm gonna say this, y'all. This was interesting to me. I would like to keep these going as a new series to offer a different way to look at sides of situations that come up. I'm not presenting that the man did anything illegal. This is our courtroom to do what we want to do with it. Okay. He said, "Can I get the stream link?" Give me 1 second, brother. Give me 1 second. Let me get the link for you again. It is our court to do what we want to do with it, y'all. I am not going to be the only judge. We're gonna talk off air, y'all, about who will be the next judge. And you know, when you're the judge, it's about what you allow. At the end of the day, we all men. We all see stuff certain ways. There's some things we definitely should be able to agree on. There's some stuff that would be more difficult to agree on. Okay, that's a real thing. And Bad Black Gamer, it's at the top of the it's at the top of the stream. I'm gonna go get it again and put it in the chat, but it's at the top of the it's a highlighted message, a pinned message, just so you know. But I'm gonna go get it again for you anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, it seems like there might be a bombshell presentation that might sway this whole thing. We're going to see, but I don't think the witness knows where the door is to the courthouse. So we're waiting to see what happens.
Mr. Jerome, we, the prosecution, would like for you to ask people to riot if the verdict goes wrong.
Oh yeah, they outside. They outside.
They ready?
Right
okay,
now.
Yeah, because we gonna definitely ride this motherfucker.
I swear for God, I hear him.
Just rising.
And make sure y'all cut Roger's tires if he'll do right. Cut that nigga's tires. Let that nigga walk home.
Oh no, not the tires. Oh no.
I didn't drive.
I heard a judge once say, "If you keep feeding them, they'll start looking like you." That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Well, since there's been a suggestion out to slash my tires, I'm gonna let everybody know I didn't drive today. I took over. I didn't drive today. Now, whatever I drive off in, don't worry about that. But I didn't drive today.
Cut those tires too. Cut them off.
All right, Bad Baby Maker. You got one statement to make, man. So do what you're gonna do with it and make it good. You got the flow.
Look at that. Look at that.
Did he just get knocked off?
Yep.
Look at God. Look at God.
You know what he was doing? He was giving some type of link. But unfortunately, because Bronx said, "I'm making my closing arguments."
Oh yeah, no new evidence.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to enter this. I'll look at it after the show just because I'm curious. But y'all. No, he's back. He's back. I guess maybe he just got knocked off. He's back. Bad Baby Maker. You got something you want to tell us?
Yeah, I just want to introduce this new evidence that I received into the file.
Well, unfortunately, we are already in closing statements, man. We are already in closing statements.
Yeah, I would like to. I would like to enter this into evidence.
Yes, God. we are already into closing statement. Bronk made a unilateral decision that this case was going to come to an end. Now, we may do a little talking after the case ends once I get to my verdict, but we didn't make Bronk made a unilateral decision that it's over with, and nobody really complained, so I
Yeah,
just let it ride. Okay?
Your Honor,
So y'all
Your
know for
Honor,
next time.
Your Honor, I think you need to, I think you need to look at this evidence. This young lady definitely need to get paid.
I will look at it after. Well, when we head to the round table, I'm gonna take a quick peek. I ain't gonna lie. When we go to the round table, I'm gonna look. But I'm not gonna look so it won't sway my decision in any direction. Now, shout out to Elder Blood. He says, I don't understand this hostility against the black men having spare tires, aka side chicks, baby mothers, concubines. Who among you don't have who among you don't have a car spare tire? Oh, I probably meant with spare tires. You know what, Elder Blood? I obviously recommend everybody have a spare tire. I hear you, brother. I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. Now, I'm going to say this, y'all. I'm going to say this. My ruling is not about my personal opinion. It's about who I believe presented the best case. Okay? It's not about what I would do or what I would even argue if I had to argue this particular thing. This is just about what we think, okay, as black men. But I think we need to think about these things a little more, and I think this is just a new way to help us think about some of these things that are going on. I'm going to say, hopefully to no surprise, I honestly think, and you know what, I'm going to take the blame on this one because it's the first one. It's the first one. I think people may be better ready for it the next time. And I didn't prep anybody about this. No one got prepped about it, but it was such an interesting concept. I wanted to do it anyway. So that'll be on me. But I'm going to say, I think it's right to hit him, not because I think it's right, because of how things were argued. I can only go guilty or not guilty. I do believe guilty would be the fair way to rule in this one.
Oh man! Oh.
No.
Praise God.
I'm being serious.
Praise God.
Two
Based
daddies
on
just
what
like
was
that.
presented. Based on
Two
what was
dads.
presented.
No.
I think the fact that they was going up to find different statutes and I'm gonna say lack of effort from the other side. I'm gonna really say that lack of effort from the other side. Y'all kind of left Black Guru out to dry a little bit. Bronk, you know, I thought you was finna do some stuff that then as you went on, you just didn't do it. And I was like, whoa. But now I know it, and you know, at least not to my understanding, no one's here is a lawyer by profession, so I understand. But I'm gonna say we need to be a little bit more enthusiastic to save our brethren sometime. We need to be a little bit more enthusiastic. I'm gonna say that because if I had to pick a side, I would have picked the defense and I would have defended the mess out of this man. But I think based on what I heard presented, I got to hit him with the guilty because I don't think, you know, people made a strong case to not hit him with a not guilty. And I'm gonna say this: the intent to parent, that was a cold piece of work to add into this. You know, so shout out to them for that. The fact that he did actually marry the woman and was with her for what was it, 7 years, that was presented as well.
7
He
years.
didn't marry her though. He didn't marry her.
No, he married her.
No, he married her.
He married her. He
Oh,
said he filed for divorce. You don't do that unless you marry. So
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
they
say,
See, that's why y'all lost, because y'all ain't got your facts right.
They wasn't even in the
So I
right
mean,
court.
no, let Roger continue.
yeah,
Come
I'm
on.
gonna say
Please.
I was with the brother the whole time, but based on what was presented, I can't say the defense did a good enough job to beat what the prosecution did. I think they just prosecuted better. I'll say that they prosecuted better.
Well, I fact checked the statute, And once I fact checked the statute, I couldn't push back against that at all. So then my
Man, you gonna throw something, man. You about to go down, you throw it, man. You know what?
that's why I was like, you know what? Forget this shit.
I like Brock as opposing counsel. I need to oppose him every time.
So
He give up
Black
quick. I
Reset,
like him.
Black
Wow,
Reset.
I did not
So
see that.
Black
I don't
Reset,
see that in the
Now,
Black
statute. No.
Reset.
now
It's an
what?
honor to work with you. I'm gonna say this right now. If me and Black Reset are together, we ain't never losing.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know about that now.
Undefeated.
I don't know about that now.
Undefeated.
Now I'm gonna look at how the audience responded. Y'all let me know if y'all think this is a good idea, or if y'all want something like this to come to an end, and I'll see if I listen to you. Because I actually like it myself. I do like it myself, and I think next time it'll be better than this time. Even though this was a great case to argue, if you ask me. And I would like to present something here or there. So I'll talk to folks off air about who wants to be the judge of the next one. And this is the thing, y'all. As the judge, you can accept what you want to accept or throw out what you want to throw out. It's up to you. There's different laws. There's different state and each law. We're not bound to these different state laws. It's about what you
Your
want
Honor,
to put in. So,
Your Honor, can we ask
but
one
you
question?
can use them. You can use them, though.
I
Your
did
Honor,
try to help
can
out
I
from
can
the
I ask a
super chat
question?
though.
I would like to one question. Did we beat them by a little bit, or did we kick the shit out of them?
We gonna close the show down, y'all. We gonna close.
Please.
We gonna get off a little early today, y'all. We gonna get off a little early today. Look, I already had to do a ruling that I didn't want to give this man, because I'm gonna tell you, my heart was not in the ruling. I'm gonna tell you that right now. My heart was definitely not in the ruling.
The shit out of them then. Nice. Nice.
All I'm saying is I'm gonna try to keep it interesting at the Roger Report Live. Look, I tell y'all the honest to God truth. I give you the best show on social media. That's what I'm gonna continue to do. So I'm gonna do different things here and there, because you're gonna keep getting the best. I'm gonna say shout out to this brother, but I'm also gonna say, y'all, let's make good decisions about how we're going to do things in life, because there is an argument for he should have never been there in the first place. Now I'm gonna assume this was a very attractive woman, which is why he gave her a chance, but she did lure him in with some falsities, such as being able to get pregnant, and that was a point I thought you was really finna rock on, Brock. You know what I'm saying? Then you just kind of let it go. I was like, bro, what? Why you let that go? Why you let? But hey, it is what it is, y'all. So hopefully y'all will join us when we'll do something like this in the near future. I believe something like this in the near future. We'll keep it going. I won't always be the judge if someone else wants to be a judge here or there. But just do it right, y'all. Don't make it a clown situation, but we do need to be able to present different arguments. And I want us as men to hear this type of stuff. So in case you happen to come across it in your real life, you are better prepared to deal with it than the real situation being your first time. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. To me, it was great. If you haven't already voted, there's a poll in the chat that I'm gonna let run for a little bit, so y'all can say what you want to say on that one. And we'll see y'all next time around. Long live the habitual line steppers. I'm Roger. I'm right. And I'm out.